You've probably heard this term gluing a mix together, or using a compressor to glue the track together, and you're wondering what that means because it just sounds weird, doesn't it? It's like, it's kind of a weird kind of expression, but let me explain to you how I do it for mastering and how you can do it for mixing as well. So for mastering, it really is a question of very light compression. When you compress when you're mastering, you shouldn't really be compressing that much because we're at very high levels at mastering stage, and any small amounts actually do big differences. So that's why you'll only do, say, 1 dB on EQ, and you'll do very light compression. But when you want to glue the mix together, now if you think of a mix, kind of sounds quite open, which is a good thing, but it's open so that there's things all moving together, and it just doesn't sound like a mix that's all together as one mix. It sounds a little bit too all over the place. If you've got space in your mix, then things are working at the right time, and that's fine because that's happening. But if you've got things where it's all a bit all over the place, what you want to do is just get a compressor and just push it together a little bit, just so it like glues the mix together. So that's really what we're saying. It just holds the mix down and just makes it move together like that. So that's the kind of gluing it together you have for mastering. It's kind of, if you over compress and you're pushing it down, you're going to get a pumping sound and it sounds really over compressed. But if you just push it together slightly, very delicately, it just glues it together nicely. So in mixing, similar thing, you might have a couple of basses going on, and you might have like a kick above it, and it all sounds a little bit all over the place. They're in their right frequency bands, but they're not working as one. So what you might do is just put them all across one bus, then put something like an SSLG series compressor on there, and again just glue them together nicely, not too hard because they're going to really crush together too much and you're going to compress the sound, and then that's going to change the sound. What you're trying to do is just move them closer together so they work as one unit rather than working as 3 different sounds and then having a load of space in between and then sounding a little bit weird. They don't sound together. So it's not crushing them and compressing them to change the sound. It's just about holding them tight together to move as one unit. So that would be how I'd be gluing the low end, and then the same with mastering. You're just pushing them slightly together. You're not changing the sound, you're just pushing them together slightly to get that glue. So that is my version of gluing. That's how I see it. That's how I kind of hear it and how I can visualize it in my head. Let me know in the comments how you glue things together and how you use it, what techniques you use in mixing. Love to know that. So please let me know in the comments. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.